Hello, welcome to Speaking Of. I'm Kate. This is Allison and Jenny playing the part of Jared today. It takes two people to replace Jared. That's how full of crazy he is, in case you were wondering. So, let's start out first of all. I know you guys don't know the drill, but this is how it works. We're starting out with our Viewer of the Week. Yay! The Viewer of the Week is my sister, Liz. She gets Viewer of the Week because she clearly has been binge watching lately and making comments and participating. So, congratulations, Liz, Viewer of the Week.
Congrats.
And speaking of participation, I learned on the ride over here that some people had not even liked our Facebook page yet. I should kick you out right now.
All right. At least I admitted my errors.
It's true. She did fix it. Jenny, however, liked the page a long time ago. Now, I do hope that both of you have stopped being lurkers and have subscribed to the station as well. Otherwise, you'll never get to see me in goth gear. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm there. So excited.
Yes. Now, speaking of the commute, there were a couple of conversations that you guys missed out on, which were pretty good. I'm not going to lie. The phrase was used, speaking of trunks. I mean, Jared would be so proud. Speaking of trunks.
That's my lifelong goal, is for Jared to be proud of me.
Yes.
It should be. It should be. Although, that does concern me as well. But, nonetheless. We also spoke on the commute of water, even though Allison forgot all about it. You don't remember it either?
No, I don't think we talked about
Apparently I drove
water.
here by myself today. And whatever. We were talking about how you wanted a mini fridge to put your water in.
Oh, yeah.
Jenny wants a mini fridge in her room so that she can put water bottles in it, because apparently she goes downstairs and get a water bottle, she puts it in her room and forgets about it, and 3 days later, well, she has to throw it out because it's been sitting out. It's water.
It doesn't expire,
It doesn't go bad. It's been sitting out. It's not dairy. It's just water. Whatever. But it did remind me of the water that the Hubs has been drinking lately.
Oh, Joe.
Okay, it's that Pellegrino water. It's sparkling water. But worse, it's sparkling mineral water. What that tells you is, this is what I call it. Are you having your seawater again? Because it's disgusting. Disgusting.
Sparkling.
And then they come in like bottles like this. He looks like a wino. He's drinking out of his wine bottle. Glug, glug, glug. Doesn't pour it into a glass. He just drinks it right from the bottle. It's disgusting.
How rude of him.
Right? It's gross.
Right in front of you.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter to me because I'm not having any. And then every time he'll be like, do you want some? No, I don't want some. If you're disgusting seawater. But thanks for asking.
Why taint
What
water?
a doll.
I mean, just...
Right. In fact, I was in Florida for a work meeting.
You have a social...
No, it was for a work meeting.
Okay, cool.
And so they had on the tables these bottles of water, right? And so I opened one and poured it in my glass, and it was mineral water. Disgusting. And then I was like, how do you tell these? Because they were just like refillable bottles.
Okay.
I'm like, how am I supposed to know whether I'm drinking poison or actual water? So then I had to like decipher before I could have any. I was really
I have to
thirsty.
pull a Princess Bride.
Right? Like, it's true.
Get up on your poison detection.
Very good. Very good.
Ooh, references.
Excellent. All right. You have anything to interject with yet?
I have a story from school. Okay.
Well, let's hear it.
All right, so I had a test today about Europe countries, and my teacher had basically given us the answer sheet because it was a paper with all the countries in alphabetical order, and the countries were labeled alphabetical order. So that happened, and I got 100% on my quiz today.
Did he do it on purpose?
I don't think so, because he yelled, "Oh my gosh, I just did that!" So he's like 70 years old, so I thought...
Wow.
So,
It makes me think of my 5th grade class.
yeah,
We had,
she
I
never
know,
existed.
I was adorable back then. So we're having a spelling test. Don't make that face. We're having a spelling test. And one of the words was mature. Okay? And she made the point of saying, it's not pronounced mature. If it were pronounced mature, we're going to use these. Then it would be spelled like this.
They just want to prove that they're macho.
Can you see it, producer? It would be spelled like this. Just how you would spell mature. So then she was very passionate about it, so she was going on and on about it. No, it's not mature, blah, blah, blah. So then a kid in the class says, well, then how would it be spelled if you pronounce it mature? She writes it up on the board. Totally forgot we were having a spelling test. And we all quickly write it down. We all at least got one right that day. We didn't get all of the answers, though. And she wasn't 70.
Just give the answers.
Yeah.
It makes life so much easier.
I wish life's tests were like that.
I wish high school was like that.
Well, your teachers are old enough. It could
You're
be.
like 70-year-old veterans. Hey, you're in luck.
Wow. Wow. Anyway, I forgot something. I know. It's so weird to not have Jared here. He usually is in charge, and I don't clearly know how to be in charge.
Know what we're doing.
Anyway, okay, so in addition to our viewer of the week, I also wanted to call out our most recent subscribers and thank them for their contribution to Project Goth. Because who doesn't want to see that? Really? You're a liar. Liars! Anyway, perhaps our new subscribers will want to. We have Renee, thank you Renee, and Soliel, which by the way is French for sun. However, it's pronounced Solier.
Well,
if you want to be fancy, your name is Solier.
That's actually how she pronounces her name.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps she is fancy and I just don't know. We have the Animator Gamer, who sounds delightful, not gonna lie. We have Ethan Blend, and Justin Sellers, and Caitlin Sunquist. So thanks for subscribing. Yay! It's like a little club.
Wow.
I love it.
VIPs of the school. What?
VIPs of the school. This is like a school. And these are like VIPs. They're not.
Nope. We're gonna forget I said that.
Scratch that from the record. Okay? All right. So.
There.
Yeah.
I tried.
Tell me about your audition today.
Oh, okay. So, I tried out for my school talent show, and I played the piano, because that's, like, all I'm good for.
Hey, that's a legitimate talent. If I tried out for the talent show, you know what I would have to do?
See?
Type something. Watch this. The Quick Brown Fox. That's nice. Next. No one cares. No one cares.
And so they had to bring out the grand piano and...
Oh.
I know. This is like a legit...
She didn't just play the piano.
It was a grand
she was fancy about it.
Steinway.
Was Solier there?
I feel like Solier.
Anyway.
His name Samari was there.
Not the same.
Nope. And so I played my song. It went great. I didn't mess up terribly. So, hey, that's something. And so I stand up because I'm done, and I walk off, and then my friends are like, yeah, Allison! And then I forget to bow, because that's what you're supposed to do for proper etiquette. And
yes,
so,
but it's a tryout, so...
I know, but I, didn't want to be seen. I was, ungrateful for their applause. So I did this lovely,
Curtsy?
No, I do this, and I don't do this, so I just went, okay.
She basically shrugged at them, is what she said.
I acknowledged their presence. I mean,
They're like,
matters.
yeah, Allison! And she's like, thanks,
You
guys.
do better. So
whatever.
yeah, callbacks are tomorrow. Well, not callbacks.
Callbacks. Wow. Here's the thing. I mean, I get that it's a talent show, but really,
I don't know.
really.
I don't know.
But did you see anything, that maybe shouldn't have been allowed for callbacks?
Not callbacks.
I'm
I'm sorry.
they're callbacks.
This.
I got the part.
There's this one girl. She's 7th grader, and so I mean, it made sense.
Not that there's anything wrong with 7th graders.
7th graders are wonderful, but this was an awkward 7th grader.
Most of them are.
So she was dancing to the "We're All in This Together" from High School Musical, and there was supposed to be she was supposed to have a friend with her, but her friend ditched last minute, so it was just her.
Rude.
So she was all by herself, saying, "We're all in this
Some
together."
friend.
And dancing. But she started one place the whole time. And we were not supposed
So
to...
that's not dancing.
No, but she had actions.
Unless she dances like me.
So we're not supposed to lip sync, but that's all she was doing. And she had this, so, it's like, where it all starts, and she was like, what is this? And then we're doing, like, she was doing this, like,
Oh.
and I'm like, what? So it was awkward, and I had some friends that were just like, oh dear. This is...
The poor thing. She was at least brave enough to still do it.
I give her
However,
props, but...
Here's what I don't understand. Why no lip syncing? The professionals do it sometimes.
Because
Sometimes.
this is a public school. And
This is a public school. If we can keep the girls off the pole and the boys off the pipe, we get a bonus. Oh, Jared would have liked that one. He's not dead, by the way. I know we keep talking about him like he is.
Fast
But
times
he's not.
Jared.
He's just,
Elsewhere.
incapacitated
He's
at the
just
moment.
better.
Not incarcerated. That's different. Yet. So, when I was at the school that you are currently at, I participated in a talent show.
What'd you do?
I lip synced. Because next to typing, that's the only thing I can do.
Oh my God.
So my friends and I, we lip synced the that song from the 50s.
When you were born?
Watch it. I can't remember now what it's called, but it's the one where the guy's got the motorcycle and you can hear it. Anyway, that's kind of ruins the story. But anyway, it was about a guy with a motorcycle. So to play the part of the guy on the motorcycle, we had a friend of ours come out on a tricycle. He did some circles. We were
Same
good.
vein, right?
We were good. And we lip synced. And back then, it was okay.
Oh yeah, there was signs all over our school saying no lip syncing. You must have a person playing with you.
You must have a legit talent. That's just rude.
Hey, at the high school they they have lip sync people.
See?
All the time.
You guys are just too
We're
segregational.
just snobby.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
Segregational.
You're at the wrong school.
No lip syncing. You have to have a real talent. I'll tell you what my real talent is. I'm not going to do it on the stage. All right. Because it's illegal. Speaking of illegal.
Oh dear.
So, I recently offered to kidnap someone.
Okay, you're just an example to us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm going to tell you how to do it without getting caught. First of all, you get a willing victim.
Well,
If they're
helps.
in on it, you're good. Actually, that's not true. It's kind of true. So, my niece wants to get her hair cut. Not just like a haircut, but like restyled, right? And so I was like, well, yeah, you should totally do it. And she said, yeah, maybe in May or June. And I said, oh, your parents are too busy right now. I tell you what, I'll just come steal you, keep you overnight, and bring you back a changed woman. Right?
There you go.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
And then she said, so you mean kidnapping? If you want to put a label on
I
it.
mean, as long as you feed her, I don't think she'd be too mad about it.
Right? Right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, as far as kidnappers go, I'm going to go ahead and say I'd be a pretty good one.
That'd be a good one.
Just like, I think I'm a decent stalker. All right. Ask Justin Wiley. I once stalked Justin Wiley, and I was the best stalker he ever had. Why? Because I left treats. I also left a dinosaur tape player with speakers on his porch that was playing that song, I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watching Me. But, you have to have some level of creep to it, or it's just not worth doing.
Do you have a CD when you go stalking people? Just all those creepy I'll be watching you songs.
Okay,
I just think
no,
that.
but that's a good point. I think I need to make a note here that on Spotify, it's time for me to make a stalker mix. I have a bitter chick mix. Time for the stalker mix. I like where we're going with this.
This feels...
Brinkerhoff, make a note. We're going to have a stalker playlist soon. Yeah. That's right.
okay.
That's right.
Well, speaking of kidnapping, I got kidnapped a few weeks ago.
Not in a traumatic way.
It was for making madrigals, so that was fun.
Yes.
But it's really scary at the same time because it was at 5:30 in the morning, and
Yeah.
You never really are knowing what's going on at 5:30 in the morning.
I don't like 5:30 in the morning.
I have stories about that.
I'll bet. Producer has some stories about 5:30 in the morning getting kidnapped.
Uh-oh.
Weird. Actually, so how did it go?
Pretty good.
Were you freaked out?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't know what was going on.
Did they just like come like, hey,
Well,
we're gonna kidnap you now?
They
Come
just,
with us.
you know, opened up my door in my room and I was still sleeping and then they kind of just...
See,
Yeah.
I would just be mad that I was being woken up that early. Like,
Forget
you
the
can
kidnapping
ask,
part.
yeah, like you can ask the hubs. It's not a wise choice to make. It's not. However, Devin, you'll appreciate, well, maybe he won't appreciate this story. So, when I was a teenager, some of my friends liked to kidnap each other on their birthday to go to breakfast, right? So we kidnapped, and I want to say that it was Devin that we kidnapped, but now I can't remember. I remember a few things from this incident.
Oh, dear.
I remember, now, keeping in mind that, mind your business, keeping in mind that I had the alias, the screen name, what have you, back then of Dinosaur, right? So I apparently thought I was really clever in my matching green top and bottom sweat pajamas. And that's what I wore.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Anyway, I was like, was I the one kidnapped? No, I was not. Anyway, so whoever it was that we kidnapped, I think it was Devin. You'll have to tell me who it was. Anyway, I remember that part. But then I also remember that we drove around. So this person's blindfolded. We drive around West Valley, taking turns and whatnot for probably 20 minutes. And then we take him into Denny's, where still blindfolded. And the waitress was amazing because she sees us do this. So then we're all at the table. She comes to the table and she was like, so do you guys go to Tooele High? Or he's like, what? We're at Tooele? It was the best. It was the best. We're like, yeah, is that a problem? Or
You okay with this?
yeah, I mean, it's going to take a little while to get back, but whatever.
Eat
Denny's. Yeah, it was
Denny's
it was
to go.
great.
That's
She
what
yeah,
they do.
no queuing at all. She's, so do you guys go to Tooele High? Or it was the best. It was the best. Anyway, yeah, Devin, please tell me who it was that we kidnapped that time, because I have pictures of it somewhere. I have to find them. And I'll Photoshop my green sweat outfit.
I thought you
Not
were
my best
wearing
choice. Huh? I was wearing
them.
them.
Then why did you Photoshop them?
I'm going to Photoshop them out. Not in. Come on now.
You're saying the world doesn't want to see that?
I don't want the world to see that. I did have my hair crimped, I think. It was lovely. The producer's now embarrassed for me. Tip of the iceberg, my friend.
Oh dear.
Yes. All right, well, I think unless you have any other wonderful stories to share, I kind of feel like I'm at a tennis match.
I know.
And then I almost said 4. Wow. Shouldn't be let out
We
alone.
have our paddles.
Oh, yeah, see?
We're ready. Let's go.
On that note, I guess we'll call it a day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I don't know how to.
Hold still. Yeah, do your awkward pose. Do it. Let's all do it.
Sad that it's over? Well, it doesn't have to be.
No, it does not. Like or comment. Give us some feedback. Tell us your funny story. You could be viewer of the week.
Recommend us to your friends. They won't hate you, I promise.
Not for very long. Definitely you should comment, like, subscribe, and share.
Definitely.
Subscribe because you don't want to miss what we're going to say next.
That's right, and all the cool kids are doing it.
All of them. Don't you want to be cool?